Hello, let's do Wordle for Friday, April 10th. And today is the day. 255 is my max streak. Today is the day I increase it by one. Been looking forward to it for 256 days. Shall we get started? Yesterday we spun the wheel and it said to start with ghost. Let's see if this puzzle ghosts me or not. All right, a yellow O. Ooh. I don't know. Do I want to put it second? That seems like the most logical place. Could be an OER word. That would be just great for a nice trap for my streak continuation. We should just think about common letters. And I'm going to avoid the R just in case it is OER because it's really nasty. You want as many slots as you can get to guess letters that aren't the R. I'll probably include the E, though, if there's a viable word. But common letters besides R is L, N. S and T are gone. So next level, kind of tier one. Like this is S tier. Tier one is like P, H was used to C, stuff like that. Okay, I'd be fine with any of these letters. I could do like a, let's see, I want O second, I think. POL, LON. I'm having a tough time. What if I put L second? Like, where would the O go? Is there another vowel I could put before the O? AO, EO, UO, IO, maybe IO. IO seems fine. I don't even need that L there. End with N, like an ION word. I don't think pleon is a word or Cleon. Huh. Trying to get a good guess here, but lion is a word. just guess lion. Okay. POL, PO something EL, EN. Pollen, but with only one L. Would be perfect. What if it accepts it? Nope. It was worth a shot because of how good that is. Is Colin accepted? No. Okay. Didn't think it would be. Maybe COL has something, or CON. We could do condo and check for two O's. I don't really like that very much, but because if there were two O's, it would probably be the middle O being used as one of them. But is there something I can change here? Not really. It's kind of a unique word. You know what? I'm just so concerned it's OER. There's dorky. Uses the R but not the E. I don't really like those letters very much, but I'm having trouble coming up with anything to guess. Is there like a ORN word? There's corny. Corny is much better. Okay. That's the kind of word I'm looking for. Ooh, and the C and the R are green. That's lucky. So it's C something R, probably an O here, although ending in O is not unheard of. Cargo, but there's no G. Cargo probably would have worked out very well. I didn't know that. Is it? I don't know. Where's this O go? What's between the C and the R? C-A-R? That's why. Oh, carol. Like a Christmas carol. Oh, okay. Maybe it's carob, like the angel. How trappy is this? Thought I had it. Carom? I think carom is like the spin or tilt or something of the ball in pool that makes it bounce weird. Something along those lines. Okay, it's carom. Tough word. I mean, I learned it from Wordle. From playing Wordle variants. It's in the answer list. And then people in the comments told me it's a pool term or something like that. Anyway, wow. So it was trappy, but not for the reason I thought. Ooh, I think there's going to be losses today. I think there's going to be casualties just because like you're going to guess Carol and probably, depending on who you are, probably going to guess Carol and carob before you get to carom. And it's such an odd word. So you may be on guess like 4 and think you're or guess on guess 5 think you're fine with Carol Carob, and then you lose. We'll see how often that happened. First thing we're gonna do though is, oh, by the way, ta-da, 256, 256, yay, yay, let's all celebrate, yay. All right. You can celebrate by joining my Patreon if you'd like. If you want to get a word on the members wheel, that is the cheapest way to do it, actually. For $3 a month. Let's give it a spin and see which member is picked today. It is Libby Gale, and I think this is the first Patreon pick. I have to add this identifier at the end so that I know which entry to remove. But Libby is actually a very new patron, so thank you for joining Patreon, and we are going to start with your word, peach. All right. Peach is a pretty good start. You're being kind to me. Okay, let's analyze with the bot, because I am curious how dangerous that was. So the answer was carom, and we guessed ghost. Alrighty. So it's just Roman. It says carom. It could be a good follow-up. Okay. I did get a ghost analysis, but first, why don't we just go with my corny here? Corny's not in this list. After corny, it says, hey, go carob. We were down to, after corny, we were down to, whoa, come on. Carob, Carol, carom, and curio. So just don't go curio because it doesn't help you. So it just says try to get lucky with these three. So, I went Carol, and then I went carob, and then I went carom. So I got the most unlucky, but I wasn't even going to make it to 6, much less lose. So that's good. There weren't even any unlikelies that it would have accepted, so we were fine there. So that worked out. Let me pull up the analysis I was emailed. Seems to be a daily occurrence now. I am typing the wrong thing. That is not my email. Alrighty. Do. What are you doing today? Let's see. Analysis. Okay, so what did they say? They said, first guess ghost might lose on 3 of IT words. Yeah, the IT trap, and 1 of SHA blank E words. The IT trap is nasty for both hard and ultra mode. And also on 2 of ATCH words on ultra hard mode. All right. So, ghost. It suggests model as the top guess, actually. Let's see how it ranks corny. Corny might lose. Okay. It's because of those traps that we're really concerned about, I guess. But model is what it suggests there. We get the M, which is quite nice. This says model might lose on foyer, but I guess the more deep analysis found a way to avoid that. So we're going to go armor. That's interesting. Doubling up the R. Oh, it's because these... Okay, so there's only 10 words left. That's why. So any of these 3 would work. So we could actually get carom in 3. Otherwise, we go something like armor than carom. So it's a 3 or a 4. More likely a 4 because 2 out of 3 words don't win. All right, let's go with tails. It says carny. I went corny. This goes carny. CAR. Okay, so we're down to cargo, carob, carom. So it says go for carob or carom because it gets everything. And so a 3 or a 4. And you make a nice green staircase that then drops off and you fall. All right. Steel is a little different. We don't have like green. We have a yellow. So we're going to go macro. And macro is a pure anagram of carom. Nice. That would be fun. All right. Adieu, most common starting word. We just have the yellow A. We're going to go clasp from that. From clasp, it actually says to go carob, which is very lucky. There's 17 words left. And then carom. All right. Audio. Moral. With the A and the O, we go moral. And then that's very close to carom as well. Seems to be prioritizing that M. It's interesting. And then stare. I don't usually consider M's. A and R are yellow, so it's going to go Baron. Or it could go Carol, which would be quite nice. Let's look at Baron first. That gets us down to Carol, Karam. If we do Carol, we still have Karam, Karam. So it doesn't actually help that much or at all. Manor. Manor is good. That gets us Karam. So those are all tied for first place. Trace tries to get in 2. Ooh, it gets it in 2. It is legit the best guess. We don't even have to get lucky. Okay. Trace gets it in 2. Told you sometimes it gets it in 2. All right. Clasp is what the official bot starts with. We have that C. We don't have the coveted M. But Karam's high on the list. It goes cart. And then it could get lucky here. Otherwise it goes carob and then Karam. So 3 or 4. Let us check with the bot then. And first we're going to grab our screenshot. I'm going to save that to where I want it to be. Karam. All right. Oh, I'm going to double check that I got the definition right because I don't want to tell you something wrong. Rebound or ricochet. It's a shot in billiards in which the cue ball strikes each of 2 object balls. A shot in pool in which an object strikes another ball before falling into a pocket. A rebounding, especially at an angle. Okay, so I knew it had something to do with pool and rebounds. Anyway, did I beat the bot? Give me a 97 skill. I like my guesses. So from Ghost, 419 others. Ghost is semi-popular. Polar being the most common follow-up, and loner. See, I was avoiding ER. Polar is okay. That's not bad. Pound, board, round, opera, board, corny. I give corny a 90. One's a molar. And then it gives me a high skill score. Ooh, interesting. So it thinks that Karam is more likely the answer than carob. And so it punished me for doing carob before Karam. I don't know where it gets that data from. I mean, I feel like all answers are equally likely. If they can be an answer, they should all be equally likely to be the answer. This is basically a shuffle. Anyway, clasp, cart, Karam. All right. We got 0.2 getting in 1. 1.8, 18.4, 49.3, 79 is pretty low, 95.4 solve rate. And people are using on carob, Karen, and Carol. All right. Yeah. See, like this is the biggest issue actually, is that M is last on the keyboard. So if you have no idea what it is and you just start spamming CARO something, M is going to be your last guess. And so you might end up losing on an earlier letter. All right, let's refresh and analyze in regular mode. And I suspect because it's an uncommon word that we might actually end up with a significantly lower solve rate in regular mode. Let's see. Me 96 skill, that's a little lower. After ghost, pound, adieu, power, polar, round, opera, board, order, corny. I'm not the only one who did corny. All right, give me an 89 for corny this time. Still 97 for carob. It goes slate, corny. Hey, it does corny. Carob. That's a filler too. Didn't use the A. 0.3 getting in 1. 1.1. 11.4. 37.7. 70.4. 92.2. Yeah, that is significantly lower. People losing on carob, Karen, and Carol. All right. Well, how'd you do? And that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to watch the New York Times games video, you can click at the end. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.